I'm sure, just like me, most of you have always seen this when you're going to buy a TV, or you've seen this on TV brands, that this is QLED and this is OLED. You've always wondered what's the difference between these two displays, okay? But do you know there are also other displays? There's a LCD, there's a LED, the QLED comes in, there's a OLED, the mini LEDs follow. But let me explain this. Before I go far, I also need to make you understand that there's a difference between display and resolution. That's why you'll see that a TV is 4K UHD. So they'll say maybe it's a QLED 4K UHD, okay? So the UHD is the resolution, okay? This is the size. But the QLED is the display, the kind of display that this TV is going to provide for you. Too much talking, okay? So LCD stands for LCD stands for uh, LCD, liquid crystal display, okay? You understand that? Then the LED stands for light emitting diodes, okay? Then we have the QLED, which is quantum dots light emitting diodes, okay? These ones use some very tiny semiconductors, and I'll come to that later, okay? And then we have the OLED. The OLED is the organic light emitting diodes, okay? So today I'm just going to focus on the difference between QLED and OLED, so that when you go to buy a TV, you understand these two terms. But guys, the difference is really thin in terms of choosing, because remember, when it comes to display, it's your eyes. You know, no one can choose for you because it depends on how you see, okay? But this is the difference between QLED and OLED, okay? So QLED, they use the quantum dots, okay? And these tiny semiconductors, or let me put it easy, that these ones, they depend on a backlight, okay? And so these tiny semiconductors burst into brightness. QLED TVs are so bright, okay? And so these are the TVs that are good if you're living in a place that has a lot of natural light, because then it beats the glare, okay? So if you're in a space where there's a lot of light, or you're someone who loves a lot of light in their space, then QLED would work for you because they are very bright, okay? You'd enter into a room and you think that someone has an artwork, but actually it's a TV which has a wallpaper, you know? So that's the difference. So the QLED, really, really bright. And especially if you're a person who likes who likes brightness, or you're a person who likes to watch things like TV, news, sports, and things like that, that is the best TV for you, okay? Now, OLED. OLED, there's an organic light emitting diodes, okay? So for